Greetings, everybody. It's Dr. Flowback, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your days. And I too am loved and lovable. And as you know, I have been adjusting to being out and about in a new location in the world. Savannah, Georgia is where I have currently been assigned by life to bloom where I am planted. And Day Zero's share on our newsletter was a replay of the night that we got forced out into the street on New Year's Eve. Last night was all about how we got here. Now, I outlined in vivid detail how we got here. And then today is day 2, the reality on the ground. The reality on the ground. So, question number 1, and I won't be here very long today, is what does our day-to-day actually look like right now? It looks like waking up every day and getting Papi water to his job assignment. And I have been looking for quick gigs and working opportunities where I'm able to make enough money for a deposit for housing. Some of you all know that for the last few years, I've been full-time in Love and Action Network, daily peer support programs, donation-based services. It was enough for North Carolina. It was enough to gradually build here in Savannah, but it is not enough to get that deposit down on these very expensive apartments and to make sure that we have enough money for car payments and everything we need to be okay. And everybody who's watching knows what it's like to adult in the world, and we are adulting too, and making 2 + 2 + 2 = 6. And thanks to the generosity and the kindness of so many of you, we didn't fall into a hole. However, living in an extended stay hotel is not cost conscious. It costs way more to stay in extended stays than it would if we had a studio apartment. But right now we are saving, actively saving for deposits so that we can move. That requires bridge funds. And you all have donated bridge funds and continue to donate bridge funds, for which we are grateful. And it caused me even today to get out into the streets and to start engaging work in the marketplace. And so day-to-day now is going to look like me maintaining a day job and also pulling in clients, because I really have not given up on this Dr. Flow and the Love Experience situation. I really want my love revival. I really want Love City Arts Academy. I really believe that it's going to work, but I also want to do my part to speed this along so that we're not feeling at the mercy of life, and that I'm using all of my time, all of my talent, and all of my treasure to help us out of this particular pit. And I'm skilled enough to do it, and I'm supported enough to do it. So my day-to-day looks like looking for the housing, looking for side hustles and gigs, looking for clients, looking for opportunities in this town to be great. And the more people that I talk to, the more leads I get, the more laughs I get. When I walked into my newest opportunity today, which is a restaurant gig, and I've fallen back on restaurant gigs throughout my adult life, and they've served me well, the people were like, oh, the moment you walked in, we felt lifted. We felt better just by you being in the building. Like when you walked in the door, we knew that you had the job because we felt a breath of fresh air off of you. And we weren't sure how we were going to make it through the shift. And then you showed up and we were like, oh my God, like Andre's here. And we just knew that you would be a great fit for this location. And so that felt good. And so to be able to laugh and to joke and to be in harmony in the pursuit of the dead president is going to bring me great joy. And that's what I'm doing in our day-to-day. Poppy Water's working full-time. I'm going to begin working outside of Love in Action Network full-time. And then eventually over time, I'll be able to scale back the full-time to part-time and continue to move towards this love revival that I know is going to happen in the world. I've got 35 plus songs that I want to sing and offer, and I know that it's going to work out for my highest good if I keep believing in myself and believing in those around me. And people today, pardon me, I had dinner very fast in order to come in here to chat for a bit. Today's interview process reignited the fact that I believe in people. And because I believe in people, people believe in me. And that's pretty much why I went through today's interview process and tomorrow's interview process, and will continue to engage all of these opportunities, because I love that call and response energy that the world loves to give to us through others. I was telling the lady downstairs who works in the lobby of the extended stay hotel that there is an economy of kindness that is running the world. When you encounter most people, they want to help. The majority of the population wants to contribute to the economy of kindness, and they want to help. Every time I've asked someone sincerely to help me, or to encourage me, or to give me a hug, or let's smile about something, people want to do that, even in times of great crisis. Mr. Rogers taught us that in times of great crisis, it's important to look for the helpers. And being in the congregation of helpers today really inspired me. I would go to the job full-time or part-time just to be around service workers. It's a certain kind of energy, and it's an energy that I want to attract and continue to put forth into the world. One of the biggest time pressures we're facing, we've got this upcoming week, which we paid for thanks to your generosity and our contribution. We have paid forward for another week, and then after that, we're locked in for a savings rate for a week beyond that. But in 2 weeks' time, the price of this place is going to balloon. And I would really rather not be sitting on top of an unnecessary bill of the ballooned housing cost. Of course, this next week on the east coast of the country is going to be near freezing temperatures. So, of course, we have to be inside. And I'd rather be inside in a place that is affordable. So, my biggest time pressures are to see a window of opportunity open in the next 2 weeks that would allow for us to live a place that's affordable, where we're not being charged a premium for existing. This place is 2 stars, and it's more expensive than a studio apartment here in Savannah. But it's very quick to access and quick to pay for. And so the next 2 weeks, the price will go up here. And those are the biggest time pressures that we're facing right now. Next question is, what systems have not worked the way they should have? Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I'll send you some love back. Angela, my superfan, is here. Thank you for stopping by and offering sincere love. it felt good to get out into the world. It felt good to go to a job. It felt good to interview with people. They all want me in their departments. The host want me working at the stand with them. The bussers, well, there are no bussers. That's going to be my job. The servers are like, why can't he serve tables with us? He would be great at that. And so everybody, the management wants me there, the to-go station wants me there, the servers want me there. They need bussers, so that's how I'm entering into the space. But everybody can't wait for me to show back up on Thursday. They're like, what time do you come in? Cannot wait to see you. And that feels fantastic. The systems that have not worked the way that they should have is that Savannah, Georgia doesn't really have a monitored housing authority. So we've had difficulty finding out how to be able to have access to affordable housing here and what helping opportunities are available for people to get back on their feet. When I called the Pride Center, which specializes in LGBTQIA needs here, and I asked them, what are the stats on queer homelessness and what do you all do? Well, I'm the only busser. I don't think they have any bussers that work there. Every restaurant in the neighborhood is looking for bussers and servers. I don't know what that's about, but no one can keep a busser. So the fact that I was excited about bussing, I'm like, how many tables can I clear? How can I help y'all make that money? You know, the fact that I was enthusiastic about being in a restaurant and just being in a chill environment, they were like, yo, we'll train you to be a busser. You could probably bus and have your own section of tables. Like, you can do to go. Like, they were very happy to have me in the space. I think I've sent you a photo of the lunch. The servers were like, no one ever gets a full meal on their first interview. I don't think I have the ability to show you all pictures here. They were like, we've been working here for 14 years and we've never seen someone get a full meal on their first interview. You must be special. And I was like, I just bring my light. I push my light out into the world and the world responds to me with love. I push my light out into the world and the world responds to me with love. I don't feel like I'm doing, that's what they said. I don't feel like I'm doing anything differently than people who want to build something. I want to build something. I got to build out of this extended stay roach motel. This guy came down into the lobby today. He was like, there are roaches in my fridge. Get the roaches out of my fridge. Poppy Water found one this morning in the closet. He freaked out about it. I'm a human here, living a human life and building. And I'm building with the roaches. I'm building without the roaches. I'm present. I am honest, open, willing, and available to life. And they said, when the servers started serving me, they were like, what job are you here for again? And I was like, I applied to be a busser. And they were like, we've never served someone on their first interview before. But when I walked into the door and I saw Shamanica, her name is Shamanica. She's a host who has the ability to sit at the host stand. She has to have some kind of special provision. But she has a special chair and she sits at the host stand. And when I stepped in and I said, good evening, or no, not good evening, I said, good day, how's it going? I'm here for my interview. They said, oh. Which is the reason why I told Papi Water and I told Tara as senior management on the Love and Action side, this is what I told them, this is why I need to be out in the world. Because people in the world, strangers, always make me feel great about who I am. My community, through their time, talent, and treasure, thank you, also makes me feel very great about who I am. But there's a special hit that comes from a stranger when I walk into an Olive Garden. And they say, Rebecca, at the host stand. She's been there for years as well. She said, I was really wondering if I was going to have a great day. And then I met you, and you made my day better. She said, I was really wondering if this was going to be a long Tuesday shift. And I was just beginning to begrudge my day. And then you walked in the front door and you lightened everybody's mood. She said, you made my day better with your presence. I told them at the host stand about her too. I told them at the host stand about her. I said, have you ever seen the movie Misery? Where the lady chains her favorite author to the bed? I said, I lived that. I was stuck in North Carolina for years. So she's going to watch it on Hulu tonight. Shamanica. But they said when you walked into the door, you were dressed like you already worked here, and your energy said, I belong. They said, we knew you had the job when you opened the door. And we further knew that you had the job because they fed you a full meal. I got the full tossed Olive Garden salad, and I got what they call a misto. I'm gonna look it up for y'all. It's called a misto. It's very good. It's called the shrimp frito misto. It's a popular appetizer featuring hand-breaded, lightly fried shrimp mixed with bell peppers and onions, served with marinara and spicy ranch dipping sauces for a crispy, flavorful Italian starter. I'm gonna send you the picture, Angie. He was like, I want to feed you. And because I know that it's an Olive Garden comped meal, they don't, like, the manager's not paying for it. It's coming out of their comp fund. I said, I will graciously receive the misto. And it was good. But everyone told me that when I stepped into the building, no, it's a hand-breaded bell pepper, onion, and shrimp dish. And the ladies who served me were back in the kitchen saying, we know they're hiring him as a busser, but there ain't no way that guy is going to remain a busser. How soon can we turn him into a server here? Finding where affordable housing is, finding where queer affirming housing is, finding the people who want to help people who are different and fall on hard times. That system is not working the way that we think it should, and that's an opportunity for Papi Water and I, once we get stabilized, to plug into the community and to just create a guide or to create an opportunity for people to not have to go through what we've gone through. What has surprised us about trying to stabilize here? Tara would say that I shouldn't act surprised about this. When I told her today that I was at one job interviewing and getting the job while being force-fed food, that's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they say. I told the guy, and maybe this is why he fed me the food. I told the guy, I said, other jobs are calling me right now while I'm sitting here. My phone kept ringing with other employers trying to call me while I was sitting there interviewing for the busser job. I just want to chill. He's like, what do you do in your life? I said, he's like, what is an artistic director? Like, what do you do? Because on the, on the little resume thing that they took from me with the AI HR partner, they asked me what I do. And instead of pretending like I'm not who I am, I was like, I'm the artistic director of Love and Action Network, where I encourage and mentor creatives of all walks to have their business cards and to have their resumes and to sing their songs and to create their art. And I'm here to build a one-of-a-kind theater in Savannah, Georgia. I want a grassroots musical theater program here. He was like, wow, that's really cool. I was like, yes. I was like, and I just need a job to help me keep my car payment aligned and to help my partner and I get housing. And I just need a place where I'm not going to be stressed every day. I just need a job that is stress-free to bridge funds to my dream of bringing affordable musical theater and loved and lovable musical theater into this town. And he said, I think that we would love to have you here. He goes, it's going to be a thrill to work with you every day. He goes, you'll be wearing exactly what you are wearing, except that Yes, I am. I am, in fact, a doctor of love and a doctor of dreams. And they could feel the inspiration. Loved and lovable. And it's even better that I was dressed in black slacks and a black button-up, but they wear jeans at work there. They wear jeans. So I was a bit overdressed for the party, Angela. I gotta go get Papi. Last question. What would stable look like in the next 30 days? Stable, namaste, beloved. The God in me recognizes the God light in you, and the God light in you recognizes the God light in me. If I have to pull Diet Cokes and wine glasses and dirty dishes off the table of people with money in order to build myself brick by brick by brick out of this hole that family and friends tossed me into, it is well with my soul. I will. I will. I'm going to need looser black. Let me know if we're back in the chat. I'm going to need looser black button-ups because I have enlarged a bit around the edges. I tried to fit into these pants that I used to be able to wear in New York a few years ago, and one of my butt cheeks wouldn't go in these anymore. So I tried to put these on as I was getting ready for the interview, and these are my goal pants. Only one of my butt cheeks actually went into. But I'll go to Walmart and get some button-ups, and listen, my titties got bigger, I guess. You're so funny. So, what would stable look like in the next 30 days? Stable is going to look like me going to this gig that some of my friends and family are telling me, you don't need this gig. You could make your money on your own. You could continue consulting and you could get more clients and more students and you'll be fine. This is me, as you talked about earlier, Angela. This is me getting out of the tower that people put me in only to make me feel poorly about being in the tower. Nadia put me in the tower. Papi's mom put me in the tower. And then once I sat there in the tower saying, thank you for this tower, I just want to coexist in peace, it was like, why are you in that tower? Well, you put me there. And you enjoyed having me there. I am busting out. Being there today and meeting the managers and shaking their hands and meeting the dishwashers and meeting the servers and meeting the host and just kind of being throughout the restaurant and saying welcome to guests, even though I haven't even been officially hired yet. But people would come in the door and I'd say, welcome. They'll be with you shortly. You know, being out in the mix of it is the inspiration I need to keep going in that direction. And I don't think that people really realize that, like, there are levels to confidence. We'll start here, and then just like I did in New York City, we'll stack the confidence. Life has a way of knocking the wind out of your sails or taking your breath away, and it can sometimes feel really claustrophobic and really challenging to get back on the bike and continue to pedal. When someone knocks you off your bike, or you have a hit and run and they knock you off the bike, you have to get back on the bike and find your balance and start pedaling again. And today felt like getting back on the bike, getting back amongst the people, getting back into the flow. Being able to tell the manager, I've got 35 songs produced. He goes, what do you do for fun? I say, I write songs. I write and produce songs that will turn into my show, Dr. Flo and the Love Experience. I'm simply here for the tips. He goes, you're not a weirdo, are you? I go, I'm not any stranger than the weirdos you probably already know. I'm here to build my dream. And if you want to help me as I serve you to build my dream, let's go. He said, welcome to the team. I would love to buy you lunch. What would stable look like in the next 30 days? Papi Water and I will be in an apartment of our own in the next 30 days. We will know more people in Savannah, Georgia in the next 30 days. I will have more acting students and more singing students. I will have a band and a group of musicians to gig with and play with. I will no longer be full-time at the restaurant. I'll be back to part-time and on my way. But this needed to happen today. Today's day 2, the reality on the ground. This needed to happen today because for the first time in the last 5 to 10 years, I have the freedom to hop in the car and to meet all kinds of people who are going to be happy to meet me. What we learned with Papi's mother is that there will always be people in life who will not be happy to see me. There will always be people who will not be happy to greet me along the path of life. But for every one person that cannot stand my presence, there are about 25 other people who are very happy that I'm in the room. I'll say it one more time. For all of the people who try to avoid me, or to pretend like I don't exist, or to act like I'm weird in their space, there are at least 25,000 people who are going to be happy that I'm there. And I got the feeling today, Angela, they already miss me, and I haven't even left yet. And I say that with deep and profound gratitude. When I left Shamanica and Rebecca today, They said, are you coming back tomorrow? I said, no, they're not going to do my paperwork until Thursday. They're like, what time on Thursday? And I told them the time, and they went, oh, we cannot wait until you're back. When I tell these people that I'm no longer going to be working there because I just needed the paycheck to build my life so that I could go on and continue into my greatness, they're going to be sad. It's okay. We are meant to meet people along life's journey as we do for the upliftment and encouragement and equipment and empowerment of our dreams. And we're in every situation in our lives on a very, very short divine assignment. The lady who works down in the main office of the hotel here, Papi and I are going into our 3rd week of living here. And she said, you probably would do really well on TikTok. And I said to her, I do extremely well on TikTok. You should look me up. And she looked up Ask Dr. Flo on TikTok and she went, you sing like that? I just needed to leave out of where I was and allow people to meet me and allow myself to meet people. So what would stable look like in the next 30 days? Me meeting as many people as I can in this city that I've never lived in and sharing with them the light that I have in my heart. This idea that they felt today, that every human is loved and lovable, shining, unstoppable. Love is the truth that carries our soul. There's so many lies that were told about me over the last 10 years. There's so many things that people want to believe about me. But love is the truth that carries my soul. Love is the truth. Love is where I came from. Love is where I will return. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free. Turning now inward onto ourselves. May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be free. May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be free. May I be happy, may I be healthy, and may I be free. I love you. Let me know via text if you're going to be around for a quick TikTok later. Stay in your power. Stay in your joy. Stay loved and lovable. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namaste. May the peace that passes all understanding be yours, Angie, now and forevermore. Amen. I love you.